All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again in this same predicament, in this same situation every single match day, after every single match day. Groundhog Day. We're finished. We are finished. And there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work that needs to be done for next season. I don't know if anything can be salvaged this season anymore. We have not scored in the last 4 matches since 1993 December. I believe that's 30 years ago. We haven't scored in the last 4 matches. 4 matches. Vinicius Jnr. apparently had 19 touches in our box. And we, as a combined unit, only had 10. Erling Haaland has more goals than Chelsea Football Club. One player has more goals than the entire club. Frank Lampard is essentially our 4th manager of the season. It don't matter. Change manager, no bounce. It just don't matter anymore. Our players are just... There's no confidence. Our players they are just devoid of any level of confidence. There could be an open goal with no goalkeeper and we would still miss. How did we get here? How did we get here, ladies and gentlemen? How did we get here? A lot of our new signings, have not worked out, and some don't even see the field. Some don't even see the field. 100 million spent on Mudryk. He don't even see the field. And you know what? I don't blame the managers, because clearly it seems like Mudryk has a lot of work to be done. We can't score goals. We can't defend. Players that I had so much hope for, in the likes of Cucurella, it seems the level is a bit too much. So many players, man. So many players. Their own individual performances have been so mediocre. Then the club has been mediocre. The managers. We've gone from Thomas Tuchel to Graham Potter to Bruno Salto to Frank Lampard. Even our managerial levels have kept on going down and down and down. Yet we are data driven. We are data driven. We believe in a project process. We've got the mentality monster. Don't even know where he's about. Does he even show up for work? The mentality monster? We've got a lot of fans saying that Chelsea players lack the mentality. There's a debate going on whether it's the players' mentality or whether we need some form of tactical awareness, some sort of tactical plan. It don't matter. There is no mentality, there is no tactics. Every football club looks at us and they're like, that Ronaldinho video, that Ronaldinho meme that goes around in Twitter. How he's like, that's how every other club when they see us. No one fears us, man. No one fears us. We're going to be going into the Brighton game over the weekend, and we've been battered by Brighton earlier this season. Brighton's probably going to look at this as 3 points for them. Brighton will be disappointed if they drop points. How did it get to this? Todd Bowley going around saying we'll win 3-0. Maybe he's talking about the second leg. Maybe he's given the prediction for the second leg. Real Madrid toyed with us, man. Real Madrid actually toyed with us. They gave us a false hope that, yeah, you're in the game. You're in the game. You're in the game. But really, we're not. Really, we're not. Even players like Reece James, they've not been up to the mark. The entire team is just lack a lot of confidence, man. Lack a lot of confidence. Yeah. Arash, thank you so much for the super chat. Not watching a CFC game again this season. Waste. A couple of really, really good quotes I just want to share with you guys. Let's have a quick look at this. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you come through. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. I'm going to have a look at your comments very, very soon. We will look into that. But I just wanted to share some of these tweets with you. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, I've always said to you guys that I don't think too much of Frank Lampard as a manager. But I do believe he's very well spoken and he should be able to be motivational. Now, this is what Frank Lampard said post-match. If you don't believe at the top level of sport, things will go your way. If you don't believe at the top level of sport, things will go your way. That's a percentage of the game, the mindset and belief. We're in a place where we want to prove things wrong. Sometimes it's confidence, whether it's an individual thing or a team confidence. Our confidence is shattered. It's finished. It's absolutely devastated. Our confidence is just, you can see it in front of goals. We can't buy a goal anymore. Players panic in front of goals. Players panic in defense. Players panic in midfield. Players panic everywhere. You saw that with Ben Chilwell as well. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Ben Chilwell, rightly or wrongly so, made a decision, wanted to save the team from going 2-0 down, which we ended up being. But he panicked. He didn't want to leave the situation for Kepa to be 1v1. Kepa is another issue. Issues everywhere. Issues everywhere. Issues everywhere. See what you guys are saying? Now we got nothing to play. Reece James needs to go for the surgery, so he's ready for next season. I mean, can you... If everything is fine and dandy, like, can they still do the surgery? I'm sure they probably can. Look at this. Vinicius Jnr. had 19 touches in the opposition box against Chelsea. Chelsea, as a collective, had just 10 touches in Real Madrid. It's quite embarrassing. Vinicius Jr. absolutely mauled Reece James and Wesley Fofana. Not many times did these two players got the better of Vinicius. Vinicius on a regular basis was just ripping them through. Chelsea have now failed to score in 4 consecutive games for the first time since December 1993. Madness. Madness of the highest order. Prometheus, thank you so much for the super chat. The farther back we're pulled, the farther forward we will end up. Yep. Miz, the mentality starts from the top. Roman had one ambition, and that was to win and be the best. That filters through to the manager and the players. That's why we were good on Roman. Yeah. It's time we get that new manager, man. It really is. It's time we get that new manager. We badly need someone to come in and save us. This group of players, they need a father figure, man. They need someone to grab them and instill belief in them. I mean, maybe that's why Frank was brought in, but looks like the players, and this is what I was worried about. That the players, I mean, Frank is someone who's been sacked by Chelsea before. So I'm not surprised that maybe the players are not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Morning, Miz. We're not even in the mud anymore. We have graduated to quicksand, sinking fast. We are sinking fast. We are sinking very, very fast. Even my Wi-Fi is moving. Even my Wi-Fi seems to be in the mud. It's one of those days where everything falls apart. Aiden, Miz, as soon as Lamps was hired, writing was on the wall. This season was done at the moment. He's inept tactically. Only talks about bravery, belief, strength, no tactics whatsoever. No, it's true. It's true. But do you know what? What tactics did we expect from Frank Lampard? What tactics did you actually expect from him? More than anything, I actually thought him coming in, we are going to get the bravery, we are going to get the belief, we are going to get the strength. But we're not even getting that. We're not even getting that. That's the issue. Do you know what I mean? I didn't expect any tactics from Frank Lampard. I expected all the other stuff. This is a level of embarrassment I never thought we would reach. In life, no limits. Big up, Miz. The best thing the owners can do now is announce who the new manager can be. Which top-level player would want to join this mess right now? We have a lot of work to do. Well, a lot of work to do. Lot of work. Unbelievable amount of work. Mithun, At this point in the league, just give the youngsters a run. Nothing worse can happen with the likes of Mudryk, David Fofana, Carney, Gallagher, Madueke. Do you know what? We say nothing can happen in the league, right? We say, what worse? What worse? We're not safe as yet. We're not safe. We need to get another win at least. We're not completely safe. Teams could really get catch up on us real quick. We do need to find safety. I can't believe we're in this mess. I can't believe we're in a situation where we could potentially be dragged into somewhat of a relegation fight, which is insane to even think of. But that's the reality of it. Lampard ruined the dressing room last time and he's back managing the same players that got him fired. He was never going to galvanize anything. That's how I felt, man. That's how I felt when I heard he was coming back. I was like, what's he meant to do the second time around? It's the same players. Predominantly the same players. But I expected maybe, that belief, that bravery, the strength, the vibes. The vibes have disappeared. Club has no direction under Bowley. We need a DOF, someone who can run the club, and Bowley can watch from afar. Starting to think that the owners are the problem and not Lampard or Potter or anybody. Yeah, look. In recent times, I said it in many videos that the owners, they've made a mess out of this managerial situation. And look, as much as we appreciate all the new players that you got for us, even some of the thinking behind getting some of these new players, how much did they really think? It does seem like a bit of a scattergun approach. These owners have a lot to learn, man. Because this season, I don't know about you guys, man. Nearly 250 of you guys are live right now. Can we get to 200 likes? Ladies and gentlemen, 250 nearly here. Can we please get to 200 likes? That would be very much appreciated. If you enjoy the channel, you enjoy the live discussions, you enjoy the interactions, please smash the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 22,000 subscribers, right? These owners, they've got a lot to learn. It's pouring. If you can hear the rain, it's absolutely pouring in the background. I don't remember a particular season being this bad, this level of bad. Like, there have been poor seasons, but this is supremely bad. Club has no direction under Bowley. We need a DOF, someone who can run the club, and Bowley can watch afar. Oh yeah, I've read that. Wi-Fi's gone mad. Everything's falling apart. Everything is falling apart. T1, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Lineup was defensive AF, but we all understood why. Now we have to for it in the second leg. The Brighton game will be an indicator of the lineup for the second leg. Yeah. Perhaps it will be an indicator. I mean, are we really expected to beat Brighton? I have a feeling we're going to lose that. Because what's there to play for? I mean, of course, yeah, there is the 40-point mark, of course. I think Brighton's going to overpower us, man. Brighton, the way they play. Mitoma, McAllister, Solimarsh, Jermaine, Ivan Ferguson. They got a lot of quality, man. They got a lot of quality. Digital Film Review, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I don't blame the owners as it was their first year. Most of the players last night are good enough. The issue is how far Potter has set us back. I mean, who selected Potter, right? Digital Film Reviews. We have to acknowledge that as well. That has to be looked at. People like to forget that Roman handpicked these guys as our new owners. For me, some guys are judging them way too early. I mean, look, we don't have any other options besides being patient anyway. But it has to be said, the decisions they've made so far, they've not been entirely good from a managerial standpoint. I'm talking about, even with some players as well, like some of the player purchases. You know, I think we have to be honest. We have to have an honest assessment as to what they've done this season, and we're going to have to hope that they turn it around. We can't just be sitting here and saying, "No, do you know what? No, it's fine. It's a pass. This season is a pass for them." They've made a madness. They actually have made a madness this season. We have to be honest about that. We can't just be sitting here and just going, no, you know, it's just their first season. Roman handpicked them. Let's allow them this season. Allow them. No, you have to say how this season was. And yes, of course, we hope they turn it around next season. They have to turn it around. There is no other way. We cannot have this season again. We cannot. This season cannot happen again. And the owners have, you know, they've come in and they got rid of everyone. Every single individual that made Chelsea Football Club to what it was. They got rid of everyone. They even got rid of the groundsman. They got rid of all the backroom staff and all the board members, Marina, Czech. You know, they got rid of the medical staff. They got rid of the marketing team, I think, as well. They got rid of everyone. They got rid of everyone. Every single department that made Chelsea who they were, they just got rid of everyone. And I feel like, did they do this a bit too quick? Should they have just waited a little, you know, time and slowly got rid of everyone? Not come in and just get out of here. And then they started talking about data-driven analysis. They started talking about we don't want to move like the last regime. We want to give someone a long-term contract. I mean, was it wise? Was it wise to give Graham Potter a 5-year contract? T1, thank you so much for the super chat. RJ and others limited with the yellow card situation. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I feel like in those instances, the manager has to say to them that, look, we need to get something today. So don't limit yourself, because what's the point going to Stamford Bridge with 2-0 down the way it is right now? Rather try and get a result, and then we'll see what we can do at home. We've managed without Reece James. Reece James has been injured for a long time, so it would have been good to get his entire package as opposed to reserving himself. Because every manager struggled, all the players have been poor, the owners have made mistakes. This season is actually impossible to analyze. I don't think it can all go wrong at once, but it did. It's mad. It's mad. This is why I'm so baffled. Seriously, I'm actually gobsmacked. How can everything go bad? Everything. But you know what? Do you know what, guys? Not only it went bad, it's really, I'm just worried. Like, mentally, it's devastated not just the fan base, but I'm pretty certain it's devastated the players, and I'm pretty certain it's devastated the owners as well. I'm pretty sure the owners didn't expect this. I'm pretty certain the owners didn't expect this. And wasn't it that long ago? There was a tweet that was saying, a senior executive was saying, this is a mess that no one saw coming. Aragono, thank you so much for the super chat. What was the plan? Remove all traces of Roman? Maybe that was the plan. Just get rid of everything that had any form or touch from Roman. Get rid of that and just start from the beginning. Valan, thank you so much for the super chat. What did I tell you? Called what was going to happen. You did. You did, my man. You did. Now, means I think owners are still confident. They clearly believe in themselves. Once we get a top coach, I think we'll be stable again. I hope so. And this is the thing. This is what I'm hoping. This is the patience game that I'm hoping for now. And this is why I'm so eager to have our owners and our board knuckle down and select a full-time manager pronto. And do the announcement quick, because us fans, we need some level of belief. We need some hope. We've lost all hope. We don't have hope anymore. Hope's gone. It's out of here. Because of course it's devastated the owners. They came in and took charge without any background on how to run the football club. It's just sad and annoying that it's happening to us. They sabotage Potter, plain and simple, handicap him by sacking all the medical staff so that the players are riddled with injuries, then change half the squad so that he has to coach everything again. Yeah, look, they did not make it easy for him. There's no doubt about that. They did not make it easy for him. You watch them employ this River Plate boss, I can see it coming, then there will be even more pro. No way. I mean, look, he may be a very good manager, Marcelo Gallardo, but no way we can take that risk. No way. No way. Why have we not got John Terry in the changing room? He is the only one who has the character to get this team going. By the way, John Terry's in Leicester. John Terry is now part of the Leicester coaching staff. Dean Smith is the coach there now. And Dean Smith has called upon the services of John Terry, and John Terry obliged. John Terry went. This is what makes me think, isn't it strange, guys? Nearly 270 of you guys are live right now. Let's get to 100 likes immediately. Only another 28 likes to go. Isn't it strange, guys? John Terry went to Leicester. To Dean Smith. And he didn't want to stick around with Frank Lampard. Well, I don't know whether he got that offer to stick around with Frank Lampard, but it's just, wasn't there a need for someone like John Terry in our dressing room, in our backroom staff? John Terry's wealth of knowledge in terms of defending, in terms of character building, in terms of confidence. Wouldn't that have been invaluable to us right now? But he gets a phone call from Dean Smith at Leicester and he's gone. Shubra's saying, why would JT work under Lamps? Both of them have huge egos. Maybe that's the case, but you'd think they would put aside their egos for the better cause of Chelsea, right? I mean, did John Terry see something internally that he was like, maybe I don't want to be part of all of this. Maybe I want to get away from all of this. John Terry said, I'm not going to be part of an inexperienced manager and the club is going through a rough change. He's going to be next to an experienced manager so he can learn. Yeah. John Terry said he doesn't want to do, recently he said he doesn't want to do full-time managerial position, like as in the number one coach. He wants to maybe do assistant roles and this, that, the other, but even that he's not really keen. But he got the phone call from Dean Smith and he's taken it. Because the truth is Chelsea has become the new Arsenal. The owners want to sell academy players to balance the books, and we will not compete in UCL for the next 5 years. This is what I'm worried about. This comment here is what I'm worried about. Because we as a fan base, we are thinking maybe this is just a one-off. No way. No way it can be again next season. This is what I'm worried about. Because the magnitude of work that needs to be done for next season from pre-season is mad. We've put ourselves in a massive setback. This season that we've had has put us back like 2 years minimum. Like, we are going to have to play catch up so badly. Like, teams like City and even Man United to a certain, Arsenal definitely, they're well ahead. Well ahead. We have to work so hard to come back. So hard. We're not going to be in Europe next season. There goes that income. And we're going to have to sell a lot of academy players to make up some money. It's crazy times. It is crazy times. It's crazy times. Balan, thank you so much for the super chat. Playing devil's advocate, JT decide to join Dean Smith to brush the cobwebs and get ready for Julian Nagelsmann for next season. Dean Smith is on interim basis. Let's see. Let's see what happens. See what John Terry does after this interim basis in Leicester. Does he come back to Chelsea? Does he just goes away and does other stuff? Who knows? Season's over, miss. It's over. Problem stems from the clueless owner's Bowley. He clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Day and night between him and Roman. Day and night. Absolutely day and night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Only another 11 more likes to go before we hit 100 likes. So let's get there. Yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to right now is the new manager announcement, the new manager selection. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. Besides that, there's not much to really look forward to. I'm scared where our next win's going to come from. I'm worried that we don't score and we're potentially not going to score. And there's zero hope against Real Madrid in the second leg. Come on. Zero hope. We all are saying our squad is talented. It's manager issue. So let's see what these players do with the top manager. Let's see. But you know what? The top manager, even if he comes in and he fails initially, we do need to, at a point, when we have someone top, so far after Thomas Tuchel, we haven't had a top manager. When we do have someone top, we do need to give that manager the opportunity to clean out any players that they don't want, because we cannot keep doing this. We cannot keep doing this. Players will need to wake up. Players will need to wake up. Jules, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think GP was the one who asked us to sign Enzo and Mudryk? I think no. The owners make the decision, which no serious coach will accept. Yeah, I don't think Graham Potter had any idea of any of these players that we were getting. I don't think he had any idea. I truly believe that's the case. He was just handed all of these players and then said, go and do the job. Go and do the job. And obviously he struggled. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up. Smash the like button before you go. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I believe we have All You Can Eat Chelsea in a couple of hours. I'll see you then. Till next time. See ya.